Okay, now that we've got the sky and the background all taken care of, now comes the time to add on your buildings and streets. So be sure all your layers are locked. Let's go ahead and click on Add New Layer. Okay, let's call this one Buildings. Okay, so let's click on Frame 1 here. Let's go and select our rectangle tool. Rectangle tool. And let's make our buildings kind of a medium gray. I just copied that one and stuck it over here. Okay. The third one here in the middle. Okay, so I got 3 buildings there. Try to make them look the same size. Something like that. Okay. Go ahead and lock that layer. We're done with that. That was hard. Okay, add a new layer. Call it Windows. Okay, this time we want to select yellow as the color. Actually, no, let's make the dark gray so that no one's home. We'll select the rectangle tool. And we'll put some windows on our building. Okay, you can copy that and then paste it. We can now copy and paste and put some windows on there. You can put as many windows as you want on this. If you notice, it comes up with little guides to help you align it. Okay, so just like that. Now I've got windows on there. Okay, what we want to do now, here comes the fun part, is we're going to grab our timeline red box up here. We're going to drag this over, and let's say maybe right here about frame 60. Now we got a little problem here. Just take a look at it. Our moon is closer to us than our buildings are. So we need to put the buildings in front of the moon. So let's drag it all the way to the top here. Same thing with our windows. Okay, so now our moon is behind the building. Our windows are in front of the buildings. Okay. So click off that. Okay, what we want to do now is here about frame 60 on our Windows layer. Let's go ahead and insert a keyframe, or convert to keyframe. Let's do that. Okay, then let's come down here and change our color, our bucket fill to yellow, and we'll just come over here and grab our bucket tool and we'll fill one of these windows. Okay, come over here a couple more frames, right click, convert to keyframe, click off of it so that they don't or hit escape so that they are not all highlighted. Pick another window or two to turn on. Okay? Just randomly come over here and insert keyframes, hit escape, use your paint bucket, add another couple windows in here, like that. Just randomly pick a keyframe, convert to keyframe, hit escape, paint a couple more windows. Just continue doing this until you get them all filled in here. Hit escape here. Okay. Insert keyframe. Okay, so now everybody is home. So we bring the timeline thing back here. And if we hit enter, you can see how lights just come on randomly and they all stay on about this point right here. Okay, probably about 1:05 we want to make them go back off again because people are now going to bed. So let's right click on that, convert to a keyframe. Okay, go back to our paint bucket, pick that dark gray right there. Oops, notice how they all went like that. I forgot to hit escape, so I'm going to do an undo. Now hit escape, and then I'll just pick a couple windows and randomly turn their lights off for them. Escape. Okay, let's see. Convert to keyframe. Okay, turn that one and that one. Maybe that one off. Just like this, just kind of okay, so it looks like it's almost midnight at this point where somebody finally goes to bed. Okay, just to be funny, come over here to like frame 150 and insert or convert it to a keyframe, hit escape. Okay, let's change this back to yellow again. And oh, I don't know, this guy right here has to get up and get a drink of water in the middle of the night. Okay, now we want to grab this same color right here. If we grab the eyedropper and click on that, now we have, notice it changed it right down here. So all we got to do is click this back here and we got the same color. Okay, so he's now to bed. Okay, so now let's lock that layer. Let's insert a new layer. Let's call it street. Okay, we're going to go back here to frame 1. Okay, so now let's go down here and we're going to select black. We want a rectangle tool. And now let's make a road that goes all the way across, just like that. We can also maybe put some street lights in here. that. Let's put a round thing up on top maybe. Okay, now you got street lights there. Let's lock that. Let's add a new layer. Let's call this one light. Lights. Okay. Now we don't want anything to happen. Maybe till about right here. So let's click on frame 95 and we're going to insert a keyframe right there. Okay, now let's change this back to the rectangle tool. Okay, and we want to change this to white. Okay, so now let's draw something like that. A rectangle that's kind of centered in like this. Okay, now what we want to do is take our selection tool. We want to grab the corner. See how I hover over the corner, I get a little 90-degree angle thing. I can now bring in this light beam. And now I have a cone-shaped light beam that comes down. Okay, now let's click on that. We're going to make it a symbol. So we're going to right-click on it, convert to symbol. Call it light. Make sure it's a graphic and the registration's in the middle. Click OK. And then I'm just going to copy. Just going to copy it and then paste it. So I've got one underneath each of the things like that. Okay, now let's highlight all, hold the shift key down and select all of these. We're going to make them a big symbol as well. So let's convert these to symbol. Put all lights. Hit OK. Now it's one unit. Sorry. Okay, what we want to do is we want these lights to start off dim, or to turn on at this point, and then maybe about this point right here we want the lights to turn off. So we're going to right click on it, we're going to convert to keyframe. Okay, so right here we can come down here, select the lights again. Let's come down here to alpha. Let's turn this down a little bit. Turn it down to about like 64. Okay, now let's come back to this first frame, 95. And let's do the same thing here. Put on alpha. And we're going to take this down even lower. Okay, come in here in the middle, create your motion tween, hit your enter, and you'll see the lights get brighter. As the night gets darker. Okay, about right here, about 225. Let's just do it again. Convert to a keyframe. Click on the lights again. It's already on an alpha. So good. So come over here. We'll do the same thing over here. Right click. Convert to keyframe. Click on the light again. We're going to take the alpha all the way back down to 0. The lights will be off. Okay, do our motion tween in here. And it should work. Alright, I'm going to stop it here. We'll pick up with part 3 in a second.